Gautam Shantilal Adani was born on June 24, 1962 in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, into a Gujarati Jain family. His father was a small textile trader and Gautam was one of 8 siblings. He enrolled at Gujarat University to study commerce but dropped out after his second year. At 16, he moved to Mumbai and began working as a diamond sorter for Mahendra Brothers. Within a few years, he had built his own diamond brokerage business. He later returned to Gujarat to help run a family plastics operation, and in 1988, at the age of 28, he founded Adani Enterprises Limited, starting with commodities trading. Over the following decades, the Adani Group expanded rapidly into ports, logistics, power generation, mining, and renewable energy. Adani Power was founded in 1996 and became India's largest private power producer. The group developed Mundra Port into one of India's largest commercial ports and built a business empire spanning airports, cement, media, and green energy. Adani has maintained a close relationship with the Bharatiya Janata Party and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, dating back to Modi's years as Chief Minister of Gujarat. Adani was a founding member of the vibrant Gujarat Investment Summit and continued investing in the state through periods when other business leaders distanced themselves amid political controversy. Critics have alleged this relationship brought favorable treatment to Adani's businesses. Adani has denied receiving special favors. By 2022, Gautam Adani had briefly become the richest person in Asia. Then in January 2023, the New York-based short-selling firm Hindenburg Research published a report accusing the Adani Group of stock manipulation and accounting fraud on a massive scale, alleging the group used offshore shell companies to inflate revenues and stock prices while carrying significant debt. The Adani Group called the report baseless and published a 413-page rebuttal describing it as a calculated attack timed just before a major public share offering. The market reaction was severe. Adani Group companies lost more than $150 billion in combined market value at the low point. A planned 20,000 crore rupee share offering was cancelled. India's Supreme Court directed the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, to investigate the allegations. The investigation continued for roughly 2 years, during which Hindenburg published a follow-up report in August 2024, alleging a conflict of interest involving SEBI's own chairperson, which SEBI denied. In 2025, SEBI concluded its investigation. The regulator found the allegations of market manipulation unsubstantiated and concluded there was no basis for imposing penalties on Adani Group entities or executives. A Supreme Court-appointed expert panel had previously reached a similar conclusion, finding no prima facie evidence of wrongdoing. Hindenburg Research disputed this outcome, maintaining that its findings had not been factually refuted. The firm announced it was shutting down its operations in January 2025. That was not the end of the legal scrutiny, however. On November 20, 2024, United States federal prosecutors in Brooklyn unsealed an indictment against Gautam Adani, his nephew Sagar Adani, and several other executives. The charges alleged a scheme to pay more than $250 million in bribes to Indian government officials between 2020 and 2024 in order to secure solar energy contracts projected to generate over $2 billion in profit. Prosecutors also alleged the group misrepresented its anti-corruption practices to raise more than $3 billion from international investors. The Adani Group called the charges baseless. The case largely remained inactive for over a year. Then, in May 2026, the US Department of Justice moved to dismiss it entirely. The federal prosecutor overseeing the case stated he had no basis to dispute the decision, though he also did not say he agreed with it. Around the same time, US regulatory bodies, including the Securities and Exchange Commission, also stepped back from pursuing related civil claims. As of 2026, Gautam Adani remains the chairman of the Adani Group and is ranked among the wealthiest individuals in the world with an estimated net worth exceeding $70 billion. His story remains by any measure one of extraordinary rise. A young man who left school at 16, sorted diamonds for a living, and built one of the largest industrial conglomerates in the world. But that story now sits permanently alongside a second one. A years-long international investigation into fraud and bribery allegations, one closed by Indian regulators without penalty, another dropped by American prosecutors without a trial or public resolution of guilt or innocence. Both parts of that record now belong to the same name.